Okay, let's spend a few moments talking about microphone position in terms of its position in relationship to the sound source. In this case, this is my mouth. So I will start talking on the front of this is the MXL V67G. Cannot believe you can pick up a mic like this for about $100. It's a really nice sounding mic. And just a few years ago, you wouldn't be able to pick up anything like this for under $1,000. So it's a really good little value mic. I have it in a nice shock mount here. And you can hear this being a cardioid mic. As we start going around the back, you can hear how all the presence goes away and it becomes quite dull and muted around the back. And then when you go around here, it's a lot of presence of your voice. That's the whole idea of a cardioid mic. It has a pickup pattern where it picks up from here and then really kind of dies away around the back of the microphone. It's great for rejecting all the reflections off your back wall and things like that. Now, another thing happens with a cardioid pattern, and that is the proximity effect. The closer you get to a microphone with a cardioid pattern, the bass will start to really ramp up. Like back from here, if I just started talking pretty loud and then try to put some bass in my voice, there's not a lot that's changing. It's a fairly flat response from back here. But if I lower my voice and just come in as a whisper and really close, you can hear that all of a sudden I have a radio announcer voice. And that is the proximity effect. And you can use that for your, if you need to get some bass into your vocal, but be mindful of this, because if you're doing most of your stuff here and then you pull away, you can hear the tonal change in your voice. So just keep that in mind when you're using a mic and really trying to accentuate that proximity effect. Actually, let me bring up this is the SM58 dynamic mic. You can hear the rejection of this guy here. Hello, 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 hello. Same thing. You get on the back of the microphone and it really rejects a lot of your voice. It's really useful in a live situation because quite often you'll have your monitor down there so that you can hear your vocals coming up. Now, if your mic was hearing the sound of the monitor really, really well, then you would get a feedback. So the whole idea of a cardioid pattern is really reject everything from the back. Let's just go back to this guy here. So you can hear the difference between these two guys. The SM58 is just a monster for live vocals, but in terms of just like a really crisp recording, a condenser mic is a much better way to go. But you might have noticed a few times this has been bottoming out when I do the P's and the B's. That is why. Drop one of these guys in the front and then you can do P's and B's, and it will not bottom out that capsule. It's a great way to save your recordings from those kind of ugly plosives.